Now, Amnesty International Kenya has released a report highlighting severe abuse and exploitation faced by Kenyan women working as domestic workers in the Gulf nation. The testimonies from over 70 women reveal forced labor, human trafficking, and conditions likened to modern slavery, as Anyango Silva now reports.
Amnesty International Kenya has released a groundbreaking report titled Locked In, Left Out, The Hidden Lives of Kenyan Domestic Workers in Saudi Arabia. The report highlights the harrowing realities faced by Kenyan women working as domestic workers in the Gulf nation, exposing widespread abuse, exploitation, and discrimination. The report, launched in Mombasa, documents testimonies from over 70 women who recount harrowing experiences of forced labor, human trafficking, and conditions likened to modern slavery. Amnesty International Kenya Executive Director Irungu Houston stated that many women are deceived by recruiters and subjected to brutal working conditions, including confiscation of passports, withholding of wages, and verbal, physical, and sexual abuse.
Kenyans are not second-class citizens. They are similar to every other human being on the planet, and they deserve the kind of protection that Saudi workers also receive under the labor law. We are calling on the Saudi authorities to introduce an effective inspection system that would tackle widespread abuse in private homes. We are calling for an unequivocal dismantling of the kafala sponsorship system that binds foreign workers to employers, that fosters exploitation and perpetuates what can only be called a system of racism.
The report calls on the Kenyan government to strengthen its bilateral labor agreements with Saudi Arabia to include clear, rights-based protections aligned with international standards. It also urges Kenya to ratify the International Labour Organization Convention 189 on domestic workers and dismantle the kafala sponsorship system, which Amnesty claims fosters exploitation and racism.
So women have suffered in domestic households in the Middle East because of one elephant in the room called the kafala. The kafala system essentially ties the worker to the employer, many of whom believe that then they've bought this employer and can do whatever they wish to them. And therein lies the slavery, lies the abuses that the women experience.
The organization also called for the Kenyan government to invest in safe houses, responsive complaint mechanisms, and enhanced consular services in Saudi Arabia to support workers in distress, with the coast region having the highest number of women traveling to the Middle East for work. Trace Kenya Director Paul Adoch criticized the kafala system for perpetuating suffering and exploitation.
Kazi kwangu haikuwa rahisi. Kwanza nilivyokuwa kule nilikuwa na kwa isolated ile, kwa sababu kwanza nilikuwa wale watoto wananiogopa mimi ni mweusi, alafu pia niambiwa sijatibiwa mpaka tena nipeleke hospitali wanitibu tena waniende kwa check up tena ndo nirudi sasa nikuwe close na familia. Kwa upande wa malipo, kusema kweli mimi nilifanya kazi 3 months sikulipwa hata shilingi, na nikagonjeka hizo ndani ya 3 months, nikagonjeka nikaregeshwa kwa ofisi, na kwa ofisi nao waliamua kunipeleka hospitali, lakini pia nao hawakunipatia pesa, wakiniambia hospitali ni pesa yangu imesimamia matibabu.
Amnesty International lauded the Kenyan government for its toll-free number for distressed workers, but stressed the need for urgent legislative action, including passing the Migrant Workers Welfare Fund to provide financial and legal support. Anyango Silva, KUTV.